Chinese fried chicken today. I'm just making a little short video of it. Cut my chicken up. Then I put my flour and grease and put it in my hot pan. Try that. Get my mess cleaned up in my top. Now the reason that grease, I didn't have it on high, I had it on only about 4. But I want that, when that chicken hits that grease, I want it to sear that pretty good. So that I'll turn it over and I'll sear that side. Always make sure I have enough salt on it. Let that cook. Sometimes I took it, turned it on down to about 2, and just let it cook. Nothing like good fried chicken in an iron skillet. And I don't feel like making homemade biscuits. I use the Grand's flaky biscuit. Being a caregiver, it takes a lot out of you, but I do pretty good. Sometimes I just have to take a little time off. So what I do is I wipe one of my other skillets out. Just make sure it's got grease. Not a lot, but enough. And my biscuits out there. Put it in my pan. There you go, now they're going in the oven. And we'll turn the chicken and see. It smells good. I'll tell y'all about this breading. This recipe, everybody's always wanted to get the secret to Colonel Sanders chicken. Well, I know pretty much what it is. I'm not going to say how I know or who told me or who told whoever. But when I get this through, with it, since we don't have a pressure cooker, I have a pressure cooker, but I'm not going to put a chicken and grease in a pressure cooker because I had a friend that did that once and like it blew her house up. So that's a no-no. That hot grease could burn you. It'd be terrible, terrible. The pressure cookers they use at Kentucky Fire Industrial, they've got a big locking mechanism that goes down on them, and so we're not going to do the pressure cooker. But when I get this done, it will have so much similarities to Kentucky Fried Chicken. The flavor, smell, crust, everything. Now the crust may be a little lighter on this today because this is brand new grease. Got me a little wire basket and I'll put my chicken in there. This is nowhere near done, but I'm always adjusting and checking it. Make sure it's not burning, especially in the iron skillet, because you can burn anything with just in a few seconds. We're going to have green onions. So I'm peeling those off, getting the skin pulled off. Always pull down on that onion and get that first little bit of green off. Sometimes you can go around the edge and then pull that off. Make sure you get them out of the garden, they're washed. Those I'll wash. I'll go ahead and tear the skins off. I'll wash those, and I'll be good on the plate or in a glass of ice water from the table. Okay, we'll check the chicken. Pretty well done. It's crispy. See there? You can tell it's done when it comes off the bone. Yeah. Add the other. I always put my skin, I don't pull the skin off till after I've cooked it. I'll turn that up just a hair. Because that skin gives this a bunch of flavor. So I'll put it in my flour and make sure I've got it all coated on all of them. Gradually put that down in there. We'll use this for our gravy. Okay, I bet we can turn that now. Very carefully. We'll make gravy. All right, we better take our biscuits out and check them to see how good they are. Those will be fine once they set in the oven. So I get everything else made. They're done, but those will really be done. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have these Allen's Italian cut green beans. That are having to cut an onion today, but I don't seem to be able to do that. So that's fine. I'm going to get one of these Vidalia sweet onions. And I always use them, no matter what. If I use it. But I had the green onion and I didn't want that. Yes, at all. I had the green onion and I didn't want to put that in my green beans. So, that's what I want. If this video is frying and all that's too loud for you, I'm sorry. But it has to be done. I'm going to show you how to cook. I have to cook like I cook. Okay, y'all know I use this challenge butter. I didn't have none on sale this week, so I had to pay full price, but it was only like $4.69, but it's the best butter you can buy. Put that in your hand. Just bring there. Let that heat. Start heating. Some. And go ahead and put your onions in there. Get that done. Oh, that chicken wants to. I just saute these some. I go in my pepper. Stir that around a little bit. Get that butter melting. Now, if you can't get Allen green beans where you are, get a flat bean. Not a French cut, but a flat bean. We just want that kind of just marinate it some, because your onions are going to cook once you get those beans in there with the beans. I don't put anything but salt and pepper and butter. If I have bacon grease, I'll put a little bacon grease. You see how that's kind of starting to saute that down? So now you do not drain your beans at all. You just pour them in the pot. Just like that. Mix that around. Turn it on high. Get it to boiling. You want that to boil that juice off. That's what gives it that kind of syrupy flavor, which when you get them out of the garden, that's the way they do. They automatically, because they haven't been through this canning process. But if you do these in their own juice, they'll be just like garden fresh. Nobody will know. Okay. Okay, I think that chicken is good. So we're going to take it out. Okay. Right. So very carefully. Okay, so there we got a chicken out. Waiting on the green beans to boil. And yes, I'll go ahead and that's too much grease for gravy. So I'll get my gravy pan. I'm on that gravy pan. Grease. Put it just about like that. You don't want a whole bunch left. We'll set it right there. Because some of that grease got out on my. Once we get this up, okay, let that set just a minute. See, it's starting to bubble. I'll get some of that. That flour, instead of wasting flour, I use what I had from the chicken. Oh, that's starting to bubble. See there? It's getting hot. So we'll just put some of that in there. Turn it, stir it, right around. You gotta cook that flour good. If you don't, it will. Put your salt, pepper. Let it sizzle a little bit, cook a little bit. You want that flour to cook to make kind of a roux. It's not really a roux, but it's a brown gravy. Turn your flour back down. And add your milk. There you go. Stir it. The pan's really hot, so stir it because it's starting to turn the gravy already. If it gets too thick, like I told you, we'll see. Have to watch this and not let it scorch. Okay. Probably. Yeah, that gravy just comes with no lumps. None of that. Just a good thick chicken gravy. That's a little thicker than I like. It's a little thicker than I like, so I'll turn that off. I'll go to my hot water dispenser. Water in there. Put hot, scalding water in there. Kind of put it back on my burner. That'll cut that thickness down and make it a good smooth gravy. Well, them beans are cooking. That's what we want. Now I've got my gravy done. I can take it and go ahead and put it in my bowl so that it won't continue to cook in that skillet. Now you got some good cream gravy to go with your biscuits. This up here so that you can see how that cooks down. In that little light. We want them to cook all the way down to where they just, very little liquid. I wish y'all were here to eat with us. Ain't nothing like a good glass of iced tea. You know how that's just starting to cook on down there. I think they've done pretty well. You can get them, we'll let them cook a few more minutes. I'll be back. I just got the beans, they're really good. See how that's not a lot of water left, or juice left in them. I just let them continue to cook and get Mama's plate fixed. I call my house the remnants of the old South because it's just pieces of stuff from yesteryear. We'll have chickens and biscuit and green beans and a green onion and a glass of tea with onions. They turned out very nice. She doesn't like a lot of biscuits and gravy, but I will put her one on here. I'll put her one on here. And that's what we're going to have. Chicken, biscuit, gravy, green beans, and onion and tea. Like I said, I wished y'all were here. But since you're not, we're going to eat. Mama and I are doing fine. Hope y'all have a good evening. God bless you.